the Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Here's the return from inside his head. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
And conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get that physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
He'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
He wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. No, he just flat ran over it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance.
He'll take a shot. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple of throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Though Oklahoma State's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Moves away as he feels pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his spot. And the returner will be dragged down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Chester.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there,
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Bringing it back, it's Parker. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Oklahoma State, 0.
He'll start the return inside the spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown time.
The free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Oh, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they broke it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
For the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Duarte. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
Another first down.
Wide out in motion. They'll run play action. Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Unleashes one. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can look to as they get ready for their next opponent. Things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
Yeah, it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way than off of the football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give on the inside. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative
Going over the top. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama. Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good... He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got a lot of running room. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute their game.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Alabama 51, Oklahoma State 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm. running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
First down.
To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A third and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. They're bringing heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense will come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. He's loose at the 15. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Split backs here. Going up top on first down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick. Turn to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab over the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Cochran. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to take off. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Gets it out quickly. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Intercepted.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man is going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Finds his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cowboys are rolling down the field.
And that's first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. The back goes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll try to pop the draw. Shakes off the tackle. Oh, he dropped it! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma State, 0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Going up top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Second down coming up.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Try to barge their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Oklahoma State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. I mean, you can be a great player, but you learn how to handle these mistakes.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking to go up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Duarte. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Now, this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget they're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now